The Washington-Juri election was completed in a high-profile insulting case against former Trump lawyer Rudy Giuliani and depends on efforts of weakening the results of 2020 presidential elections. In Georgia, Al Jazeera journalist and 8 Washington out of more than a dozen group containing a person selling hemp seeds. D.C.The inhabitants were chosen. 3rd male and 5 women will sit on the last jury. For a long time, the US Forestry Services employee is a cost analyst for the Defense Intelligence Agency and another jury is an accountant for Girl Scouts. Former New York mayor to former Fulton County, Georgia, election workers. Freeman and his daughter Wandrea Arshaye Shaye Moss was sued by Moss.According last court applications. They are calling from $15.5 million to $43 million for damage from Giuliani $43 million. But the jury is not yet clear what jury will give them. U.S. Regional Judge Berryl Howell. Earlier this year, Giuliani's allegations of slander, emotional distress and civil conspiracies were responsible for the deliberate objection the 2 election workers endured public after fact that Giuliani published video of 2 panels of votes on election night at State Farm Arena in Atlanta and that they had entered fake ballot processing scheme. In June, after a long investigation, Georgian Election Board found countless allegations against the Ministry of Registration election, and especially 2 election workers were wrong unfounded. Giuliani was originally encountered with deadline for reimbursement mother and daughter on July 25, and as a sanction not be able repay them until then. Howell said jury Giuliani intentionally trying hide relevant discovery against him. Freeman and Moss, when determining the Flower Award financial assets to extinguish the net value artificially. At an earlier stage of case, Giuliani admitted made false statements about Freeman and Moss when claimed that had made a voter during election, but when corrected charges, claimed participated in constitutional preserved speech. Freeman and Moss came to fore in House Select Committee's investigation into the 6th of January Capitol attack Trump, where they received many threats against their lives. The counter 2020 election is mentioned in indictment. Fulton District Regional Lawyer Fani Willis accused Giuliani and his former president for overthrowing the election results of Georgia earlier this year. The Warriors claimed that a Trump partner was trying to force Freeman to change his statement about the election during a state investigation. The original case was opened against Herring Media, the owner of One America News, but these parties solved the allegations. A criminal lawyer for Giuliani did not respond to the request for a comment, but Giuliani political advisor Ted Goodman published this statement before the hearing. Goodman, in fullness of time, these ruling people will be seen as a dark section in the history of our country. Since these ruling POP